Hello. It's been a while. Hey there. It's been a couple days. I hope you guys been well. Okay, let's see. It's been a while. I've been busy. I hope you guys been well. I'm gonna get into a collective. My name is Lynn. I am a tarot card reader, you know, amongst other things. Please take what resonates. Not every message is for you. Leave what does not resonate. I'm well, thank you. Very well. I'm blessed. I actually can't complain. Thanks for asking. Personal readings are available if you're interested in them. All you have to do is let myself or a moderator know, you know, put it in the comments. They're $25. I don't have my retainer in. I'm exhausted. I just finished working out in my room. But I'm sure it'll come about. I can probably give you a smirk naturally if you don't want to force a smile. But it's coming. Hello, welcome. YouTube, make sure you like the live. I don't know what that's about. Don't get too crazy. You don't want to get silenced. That'd be unfortunate. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm doing really good. How are you? I hope you've been doing well. You know, it's spring break and stuff, and I just have a lot of changes going on. You know, a lot of aspects. You know how you're working on more than one thing at one time. Sometimes you take a step back, like, dang, that's a couple things. Let me close a couple tabs, right? So that's basically what I've been trying to do, like finish what I said I was going to do to completion, but there's quite a couple things that I've dedicated myself to. So it's keeping me quite busy. I can't complain. It's all towards the direction of growth, so I put quite a bit on my plate. It's whatever, you know. I was asking for things to do, so I got it. They're all good things, so I can't complain, because I remember a time where they were not. Let's look at the truth on the bottom. There we go. Thank you so much. That's what I was saying. So it's $25 a reading. If you were interested in that, you could let us know. The payment information is there. You can also follow the links on my page. It'll take you to my Patreon, on my YouTube, and on my website for, you know, more information if you needed any workings, any spiritual baths, so on and so forth. Those are on my website. I have a Patreon. Subscription to the Patreon gives you one free reading a month. I'm starting that out this month, actually. So I'm excited for that. And I did finish the water. So I have all 4 up there for collectives, for paid members. And I also have a collective reading on my Patreon as well, that I uploaded over the weekend. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do. If you know about the Patreon. For the free members, there's stuff on there, reading on there for you as well. For the collective, what else? think that's about it. I think this is good. I'm gonna roll the dice because we don't have a lot of time, so I don't want to go on for too long. But how have you guys been? Let me know. How was your spring break? If you went on one already. I think it's been quite a few days. Thank you so much, Brittany, for your help. I really appreciate that. I hope you've been well. I know you're busy. But let's look at the planets and see what's in the energy. Yeah, that would be cool. It's kind of slow. We got 3 people on YouTube. That's nice. Make sure you like the live. 50K is the goal set by the moderator. What are the planets, Holy Spirit? Oh, yes. So Mars, and I think that is that North Node or South Node? I think that might be South Node, guys. Oh, no. Is it closed? Did you look at that? Oh, no, it's not closed. Oh, no, that's North Node. Yay. Let me make sure. That's a weird comment. Okay. This is South Node. Nice try. Spiritual and then Mars. So it could be a masculine or somebody in masculine energy. But it's definitely a spiritual aspect to this. Okay. South Node. Maybe a darker one. Somebody in their South Node going through maybe dark night of the soul. Getting out of their North Node. That's a hopeful thought. But definitely someone with Neptune, but in their South Node. So if you're in that Neptune, what is the Neptune transit right now anyway? Why is that coming up? And Mars. Neptune's been coming up a lot. Well, we're in March now, so I don't really see anything. Because the last movement from Neptune was on the 20th of February. It was Saturn and Neptune conjunction on the 20th of February, 2026. So maybe this is just significant to somebody's birth chart. Because it was pretty much, Neptune was pretty much significant through Pisces season, which makes sense. Pisces probably the most spiritual out of all the signs. And Neptune being a very spiritual water sign energy. Yeah. Well, I would definitely check. I'm gonna block you. Oh, I thought you said spell. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. Well, thank you for the likes too. I would definitely check my birth chart and see where Neptune is and Mars, and even where my South Node is. The South Node is the tools that you take to your North Node. You know what I'm saying? It's the reach. So you're in those karmic lessons and you want to get out of that and you want to elevate, but you're elevating from somewhere. So you're elevating from your South Node. So you're taking the tools that you learned from your South Node and going, oh, thank you so much, darling. I really appreciate that. And going to your North Node with it. So your South Node is relevant and very, very much so important. It's not something you want to disregard disregard. Where am I from? It's just like shadow work. So you shouldn't really be afraid of the shadow work or your shadow. Or when you see the devil, that's why the devil card never really likes. The cards I don't like to see is the hangman, even though that's not bad either. When you have a really good perspective on things, nothing's really bad. Because hangman, it just means that you're having a new perspective on things. But spirit is putting you on pause in order for you to have that perspective. And the devil, yeah, it's the devil, but it's an imbalance. So you could be extremely, obsessed over something or an idea of something or doing something, but it is an imbalance to be that way. Why was I talking about the devil? Oh, thank you. Welcome to the club. Who was that? Oh, hi, darling. Why was I talking about that? Oh, because of the South Node. Because in all reality, if you look at all higher level, what I would describe as higher level spiritual texts and things like that, they would always describe the light and the dark. It's a balance. So if you think about that, if you know that you have light inside of you, then you have a balance of darkness. It's a balance. So if you have both, then you have to be able to face both. And the mastery comes in with mastering yourself, mastering the light and the dark, recognizing it, recognizing your demons, recognizing who you are. That was a really interesting thing too, because I was listening to a reading by a reader that I really like, and she was going on and on and on, and I like to pay attention to how, because at this point, if you're listening for a while, no matter whose story it is, you're listening to the same story over and over again. Maybe not all of it is applying to you because you're on the wave, and maybe it's for somebody else, but the story is similar for a reason. So with that being said, if you're listening to more than one reader, you can see how each reader is interpreting the information and describing it. You know what I'm saying? So one reader is describing a battle an empress is having with herself as, how many queens is there? Swords, wands, pentacles, cups, 4 different women. But if you listen carefully, you will be able to tell that it's really all one person. Depending on the story, that may not apply for everybody, but for those that does, just for a moment, apply that perspective. That maybe the work or maybe the force or the thing that you're fighting is yourself, your shadow self. And it could also be coming up in readings as a whole nother feminine when it's you. If you are, resonating as an empress, many people can be that way. Whether you're elevated, title doesn't matter. Are you able to adapt? Are you able to go, and that's essentially what an empress does. Are you able to go from one place to another? Can you go all over the board? Can you play every role effortlessly and without being recognized? Can someone stand in front of you as you are presenting a Queen of Swords, knowing inside you're an Empress, but you don't have to prove that to the person you're presenting as a Queen of Swords, and they don't know that. You're presenting as a Queen of Swords, that's the point. It's almost like a dance of having not to prove that, in a sense. But sometimes, guys, the other person that you're talking about, they're talking about in the reading is yourself. Not all the time, but sometimes. I don't want to hear that. Sorry. Let's look at the planets. Right? No, zodiac. Capricorn, Taurus, Pisces. Okay? Those are relevant. We're talking about Pisces. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the likes. Make sure you like the live, YouTube. Now let's look at the numbers. Hi, Alice. Thank you for the likes, guys. Ooh, and the shares. I see them. Whoever shared that. Big Pisces energy. Okay. What's the planets? 12. The numbers. Why do I keep saying that? What are the planets? Okay, Aries. Mars, Neptune, and the North Node. And I see the moon. So maybe that's significant because I keep talking about these planets. Okay, so 6, 12, and 12 are the houses and the numbers for synchronicity. I've actually been seeing 12, 12 a lot. I don't know If you have, maybe what synchronicities have you been seeing? Leave it in the comments. If you've been seeing repeating numbers on times, anywhere, receipts, totals, I don't know, whatever. Timestamps. 15:25 right now. Anyway, on my timestamp. So 12 would be. Is this it? Yeah, it is. They know. They know. I got so much to do. But the 12th house. What's up with my speech? I ain't got no damn list. I got a lot of shit, but I ain't got no list. I know that. You know what I'm saying? I know what's mine. That one ain't mine. But anyway, 12th house is subconscious. See what I'm talking about? Secrets, mental health, isolation, and spiritual growth. Okay, maybe somebody is growing. I don't know. Take what resonates, but it's something about that. I knew it because I always attract that type. I'm not surprised. So somebody could be going through something right now. I'm on the fence about it. I want to be optimistic, but the South Node is coming out. Maybe you trying to get through that. I'm not sure. You're dealing with something with subconscious. Could be some secrets. I've been getting a lot of inner child stuff coming out with the Six of Cups. Mental health. Maybe somebody mentally is not doing very well, and it could have something to do with spirituality or awakening or an ascension. I was just talking about that with somebody else. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Look at that. I'm so sorry to hear that. Please, everybody, let's just extend some positive healing energy to this person who's expressing that they've lost a very important person in their life. I'm so sorry about that. My condolences to you. Okay, we pray for your healing. Okay, yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, subconscious secrets, mental health could feel a bit isolated, but there's spiritual growth here as far as when it has to do with the 12th house. We also have 6, which is daily routines, work environment, physical health, pets, and service. So I love this one, honestly. This is like my favorite one because I love routines. So there's something significant about it that either you need to work on one or you haven't. And that's your jam, just like mine. 12 repeats. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, that is significant. I could also. What is the sentence you are trying to say, Gladlyn? Let's not make it too complicated for the people, man. Okay, gotta talk to yourself for a second. Because I was about to go away like I surmise, like it's not that serious. I also feel as if maybe working on daily routines and your physical health balance, I'm seeing a card in my head too, would help with the mental health and the subconscious, the spiritual you know aspect of whatever you're going through right now, even if you're doing this in isolation. Quite honestly, this could even be me because I've been doing a lot of things. I've been just describing them to you, but I've been doing them in isolation at home. I don't really need a place to go to do these things. I don't really need to see a whole lot of people. But, I mean, I would say that they are very helpful to mental health because they're all positive things. Maybe that's what you're doing, or maybe somebody's going through something. This is also aligning with some sort of spiritual growth here and your subconscious. Or maybe this is something you're going through, you're thinking about. So work on your daily routines, or maybe you are already. That's not it. There we go. All right, let's get into this. Intentions. What's past energy? There's one card at a time. The universe. For the past energy, the universe. Okay. It's very, very much so spiritual. And very much so a person that is either connected or maybe you've been working on getting connected. I don't know why the South Node is coming out, child. I don't know what that is, but that's basically my God card. What's the present energy, please? So much to do. Every time I take a second, I think of something else that I forgot to do. accelerated motion. So things are moving quickly here. Now remember, the things that I say and mention could be either you or somebody in your energy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody really, really in your energy, all up in your business. So be mindful of that as well. So if you want any specific clarity, I would get a personal reading every now and then just to make sure that you are following the right line on the map. You know what I'm saying? You're like, wait a minute, I wouldn't go into this place. Like, man, you've been off track. What's the future energy, please? One card at a time. Power, look at that. That was for you. That was for a lot of people. But it kind of felt sideways. I don't want to take these sideways though, but somebody could be stepping into their power. That's the future. So God might be pushing you out your south node. Why is the south node here? I just don't understand. What's the advice? Awareness. Okay, that's third eye. Somebody is okay. Third eye open, stepping into their power. Universe past energy, accelerated motion, future energy, present energy. It's nice. I don't want that to be too loud, child. What's the past energy for this universe? Okay. So you tapped in with the universe, with God. The card says universe, but in my mind, I'm relating this to like the Holy Spirit. Okay. Discontentment. What do you charge your personal readings? During the live, they're $25. One-on-one, they're $50. And I send a Zoom link and we sit on the Zoom link and we have a chat. Right? But if you do it during the live while you catch me, they're $25. So somebody was discontented, maybe bored. This is, just unhappy. This could have been in the past. One more on that. Destiny. That was not what I was expecting. Passion ignited. Okay, so maybe this boredom and this, discontentment, something led you to your destiny, sparked you out of boredom. That could happen. I get that. You being unhappy with something, let's just put boredom to the side. One or the other, or maybe both. But something making you unhappy, the fact that you're bored. I get kind of if you're older, this is not for everybody, but let's say you're at the top of this hill and you're looking at life and you're looking at things, and maybe you're seeing, maybe these are not all of the things I expected to have with me at the top of this hill. Sometimes it takes a while, or maybe you change course. Something about destiny. Something about this sparked some sort of passion. This also gives me a cycle. This is in a circle. So it's karmically aligned for you to be sitting in this, for you to be unhappy enough to want to step into your destiny, to be passionate enough. Almost like God had to make somebody uncomfortable. Maybe that was the past. And we have accelerated motion in the current energy, so I don't know what you did. Tell me more about this accelerated motion. Or maybe this is going to happen. Oh, partnerships. So this could be about being bored and discontented in something else. Whatever that is. Even if it's not another partnership, because that may not be the case for everybody. But something else pushed you into accelerated motion into another partnership, a partnership that is doesn't have to be a relationship, but this is clearly a partnership, even with spirit too. Tell me more about this partnership. Whoa. I got 3. So trapped in fear, the waiting game, and transformation. Maybe one more. Yeah, something tells me that it wasn't always the best in this partnership. But we have foundation and achievements. Oh, mental conflict is in reverse. That flipped in reverse. Because I was looking at it like, why did that flip in reverse? It says positive movement forward. Oh. Positive movement forward. So there's no more mental conflict. There's positive movement forward. There's been some sort of transformation. Maybe there was a waiting game, or maybe you waited. There was some sort of waiting game here. Or maybe somebody had you in some sort of waiting game and that transformed. Something about trapped in fear. I feel like that too, because I asked for expansion on the partnership. I feel like somebody could have been trapped in fear. While this person was trapped in fear, that's when the waiting game began. Then that transformed. This trapped in fear got something to do with this waiting game. Maybe because they were trapped in fear, you placed somebody else in the waiting game or something like that. Somebody's fear held something up. But then something transformed because mental conflict is in reverse, and then foundation and achievements is in the upright. And there's positive move forward. This is in the present energy. What's the future? For power. Heart chakra. So somebody could have healed their chakra. Their heart chakra could be opening. What's the future energy? More chakra, child. Throat chakra, communication. Heart and communication. This feels very, very loving. The truth. Prosperity begins. Speaking the truth. This could bring you prosperity from the heart. Stepping into your power. Very much so. Heart and throat chakra. And this is honest truth. And it's prosperity. It brings you prosperity. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. One more. Spiritual union. It flipped in reverse though. What's the spiritual union? Third eye. Somebody's aware of one. Because here, awareness. Advice is awareness. Third eye here. Ask what's the spiritual union. Give me one. Maybe some of you are aware. Patience. So you have to give this time. It's like you're aware of this in your third eye. You could see it like on the horizon, or around, or in your energy or aura. That could be now, or that's what's coming. Have patience with spirit saying third eye. But somebody has awareness already. Somebody has awareness. It's on the, like, feel it in your energy. This is all from coming in, stepping into your power, possibly healing your heart chakra after heartache and loss. And your throat chakra could be communicating it, talking about it, talking about this truth. It brings you prosperity. Prosperity begins. Could not. But either way, prosperity begins. Last messages. Triumph. Over conflict and despair, material harvest. Look. Conflict and despair, triumph. Material harvest. That's really good. Thank you for the likes, YouTube. I love it. That's really good. I'm really excited about that. So you're triumphant. You're light. I was just talking about the light and the dark. So you've been triumphant, or you will be. Something that you were very, very not happy with in the past, you use that as motivation to get you right onto your destiny. Or it was destined to happen that way, so that it could ignite your passion. And you can triumph over it. As soon as you did, things accelerated, or you're in the current energy of that. Things in the process accelerating. And this could have something to do with the partnership. It could be business, a friend, someone you know, or it could even be with spirit, because it says the universe in the past. But then spiritual union is in the future. You see what I'm saying? But partnership could be with God. So you're working on now, then stepping into your power, knowing and feeling and being able to balance out your heart and throat chakra, speaking, and then it says patience and spiritual union. Let me see one more. What's the bottom? The light. One more. That I said one. Yeah, strong foundation, emotional withdrawal, base chakra. This is how you're. I said this before about going within. That somebody either took my advice because look, this is how you're creating your strong foundation. Emotional withdrawal. This person's on the beach, meditating, going within. Foundation, base chakra. This is what's giving you the good foundation for you to be able to do this. This person could have a strong foundation. This is a foundation. This is the partnership. See? Firm foundation again. This is the partnership. People could probably be listening thinking that the partnership is like with another person or with like a man or a woman. I don't, it could be for some cases, but I think it's with spirit. And that's what gets you out of mental conflict too. Something transforms. Yeah, it could be. Or it could be with a person. Tell me more about this advice with awareness. Patience and planning. Suffering in silence. There's a lot of emotional withdrawals, a lot of isolation. That's come up a lot in the dice over here, in the spread, and in the advice. Suffering in silence, a lot. So you're doing, but still very hopeful. So you're doing a lot of stuff alone, by yourself. Somebody could be a loner. But the things that you're doing when you're by yourself, though, you could have suffered in silence a bit, but you definitely took that time to plan out. Or that's the advice. You planning something. I heard somebody said something that was funny. Like, sis was casing the bank. This is the energy I'm getting here. Like somebody casing the bank. Casing. Like doing some real, like strategy. Look, solitude again. This is the advice, though. I don't know if this is what you're doing or this is what Spirit's telling you to do. And she has a book in her hand. Triumphant success. If you want to know, maybe you've been thinking about how somebody did something. This is how I feel like somebody's spirit is talking to somebody else's spirit. Like somebody want to know about somebody. Like they think that's something else. It's not. This is what they did. They got closer to God. In solitude. Suffered in silence. Patience and planning. Triumphant success. I mean, that's just the truth. Let's get into this tarot. That was interesting. I didn't expect that. Oh, I didn't get the title for the reading. Let me get that right quick before I do the rest. I didn't do the oracle. That damn oracle is messy, but let's see what comes out. What's the title, Spirit? What's the title? Queen of Cups. What about her? Wounded Warrior. Wounded Healer. We've been talking about the Wounded Healer a lot. Nine of Pentacles. Single, sexy, and successful Queen of Cups. That's what we talk about. I need to make you see. Very interesting. I need to, I'm gonna forget that. outside the club. Can't even get in. Queen of Cups. Nine of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's getting bread now. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. Oh yeah, buddy. That's what's up. Something sudden is about to happen. Or start. Ooh, you're about to get into it. I haven't been on for a while. Did you guys miss me? And it's look, wow. Let's see. You want to do Oracle first? You want to do that first? Oracle is messy. This Oracle makes, I don't know. Sometimes that thing be scary. It scares me. What are the messages from the spirit? One card at a time for the collective. I shuffled this lots of times. What you think? Should I do past? Should I just let it all out? What you think? Say something. We don't have a lot of time. If you want me to get into the tarot would be the best part. If you at home and you feel good, put it in the air. Very funny. Okay, let it all out. That was fast. That's what I like. What you guys got to say? Nothing. There's 7 of you in here. Should I let it all out? Should I do past, present, future? Which way? Past? No past. That shit was funny. I feel like that's how you said it. Everybody says, oh, let it out, let it out, let it out. Just let, okay. No past at all. I don't know why I think that's so funny. She's like, no past. Okay. Okay, fine. No past. Just let it all out. Everybody feels this way. Okay. That's interesting. I totally thought it was going to go another way. Again, okay. One at a time, Spirit. What's the message? Okay, courthouse. Judgment. Oh, okay. No problem. You're right. I feel you. I don't blame you. What about it? Courthouse? More. I want to take it. I'm going to take it. Endings. Oh, there's judgment here, child. Somebody in the judgment? Oh, no. What about it? Oh, for putting a starseed under bondage. Somebody who's a starseed or attempting to put a starseed under bondage. Somebody's under judgment. They're trying to tie up. Ooh. Actual money is flipping out of the deck. Actual money. This could be about actual money or tying up somebody's actual money or something like that. Bondage. There's courthouse. Ooh, death magic. Death magic. I seen it popping out. So somebody, yeah, was trying to put an end to, they were jealous. Jealous of somebody. I don't know who. Show yourself. Abandonment. Jealousy, abandonment. Somebody got abandoned. Ooh, evil eye. Evil eye. Abandonment. What's this abandonment? So it's just a lot of dislike, but I don't see the reason why. Jealousy, evil eye, maybe to get you abandoned once you were abandoned and to block up your money. But what's the purpose here? Tell me more. Yeah, somebody's going to jail. Oh my goodness. Somebody's going to, this is a big deal. Somebody might be going to jail, spiritual jail. I've been seeing that a lot. Be careful about what you think and what you listening to too. You know, a lot of you guys are really powerful, and the magic only works if you believe it. So if you listen to readings and you're hearing a bunch of crazy stuff, and you keep thinking about a specific person and that's the person for the outcome, you wishing that on that person. You know what I'm saying? Be careful with your thoughts. Like, oh yeah, they going to jail. Or they going to jail. But what if that's the whole point, is to get you to concentrate on that? Because you're a powerful person and you could make that reality true. Y'all ain't never watched Matrix? What else? No. What's that movie called? What's that movie called where they stop them people before the crime happens? Somebody tell me what that movie's called. Damn, what's that movie called, yo? What's that movie called where they catch the people before the crime happens? Who's in that movie with Tom Cruise? I was just talking to my brother about that movie. And I used to work at Blockbuster when I was like my first job. I used to watch all the movies, but I can't remember the name of that movie. Who's in that movie? Is it Tom Cruise? And they had the people in the blue? They have two siblings in water. Is it precognition? No, that's their gift. The precogs. That's what they're called. But what's the name of the movie though? Ooh, please help me, Sora. This is Love Spells. What's next? Yes, you're onto it. That's what I'm talking about. But what's the name of the movie? That's a superpower? It is. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh, Minority Report. No, that's the name of the gift. That's the name, because in the movie they call them the precogs. You're right. But the name of the movie is Minority Report. Watch that movie. That's relevant. I don't know why. I've been thinking about that movie too. That's a pretty good movie. But basically, the premise of the movie is the precogs can see the crime before it happens. But the problem is that sometimes things have to play out. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. Sometimes you have to let things play out. You can't charge someone on something that they thought about doing. So that was a problem with the precogs, that people were arguing. Like, people were going to jail because they were seeing stuff that was happening in the future, but the future hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? It's touchy. It was a good movie. But anyway, I've been seeing imprisonment a lot. So that's either literal or 3D. It's coming up on the table. I'm not saying that this is necessarily one of those instances where, you know, it's not really the case. Because I don't think anything that falls on my table is not the case. Now, how the reader interprets it, that's the problem. The line from here to here. That's like a field of 1,000 different flowers. And you give them all one message, but they all sing in different pitches. Interpretation is, look at the Bible. You understand? So it's like decoding. But anyway, We have imprisonment here over somebody who did not have very good intentions, and then it was towards a starseed, and it was putting them in bondage, tying up their money, something about money, and a love spell. Oh, and here's a divine masculine on the bottom. Tell me more. Achievement. All right. Where are we going with this? Oh, your achievements is a conflict right now. Okay? Because despite, look at that. Despite, yeah, pathway is open. This is how they wanted you. Because I fell on bondage and the money. Let me see if I could turn this so you could see better. So it fell right here. Where you see jealousy, money, bondage. It fell right here. Bondage and manipulation. This achievement has something to do with your pathway still being open. You were able to still achieve things. Yeah, this is something somebody's, either you're going through an awakening, you went through an awakening, or this is an awakening to them that you're still able to achieve, although you were bound. So that's letting them know it didn't work. Ancestors, yes, this is why. Maybe you work with your ancestors are on top of this. Ancestors are here, they're not here in a negative way. Not that I've actually seen. Confusion, illusion. What about it? Third party situation. Surprise. Yeah, somebody's surprised. This third party could be surprised. Because this confusion, I just felt a cold breeze. It's spell work. This confusion illusion was supposed to work. Yeah, somebody's obsessed. Well, how can you achieve things if you're supposed to be tied up? That's almost like you put somebody keeps escaping. Somebody keeps escaping. That's like somebody you put something you caught tied up, right? You put it in the room, you close the door, you come back, all you see is the ropes. Like, what the fuck? How? Self-love. I just seen that. Yeah, travel. Maybe with the love spell. They didn't want you to move away from them, but it took you loving yourself to leave. This is what the achievement is. Or maybe they were able to achieve to put a love spell on you. No, I think this is about the, yeah. They're surprised by this achievement. Because then that lets them know that the love spell. Sometimes they think, sometimes people put love spells on you, and when you play dumb and you entertain it, let's say somebody put a love spell on you or doing work on you for you to call them, you talk to them, whatever. You call them, you talk to them, but you're not under a love spell. You could either just genuinely like this person, or for whatever reason inside of you that you did this, or that spirit let you do it or whatever, but the blockage isn't really there. Because then another action will show them that if it is, then you wouldn't have done that. Or like you go like 2 weeks, you don't talk to them. Or like you talk to somebody else. Or maybe it was to bind your money, like in this example. But then you turn around, you have a brand new car. So they're scratching their head like, but then she's it seemed like it was working, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, self-love, and then somebody keeps walking away. They love themselves. This is due to self-love or something like that. Yeah, rising star. Single, sex, and successful. The 9 of Pentacles, just like we pulled out. Karmic masculine. This could be from a karmic masculine. Somebody who's walking away from a karmic masculine. Or loving themselves. This karmic masculine could be the one that's obsessed. And the ancestors keep opening up your pathway. This person is being judged for causing endings for, or trying to cause endings for a starseed. Trying to put them in bondage. Block up their money. Because they're jealous. And then they turn around and abandon them. Or they could be pissed that you abandoned them. One or the other. Somebody abandoned somebody. Or they're jealous that you're able to do that. One or the other. But I keep seeing imprisonment. It could be spiritual for this love spell. Like somebody is going to spiritual jail or going through spiritual jail, whatever, for this love spell. Tell me more. Oh, I gotta go. Damn. Yeah, high honor. Somebody was of high honor. And a soulmate. Look. High honor soulmate. False is in reverse. They're not false. What's that? House, this person. Yeah. Destruction, Ice King. Somebody's person was destroyed or something like that. Something like that. False narrative. By somebody who's mentally unstable, but what's this? Somebody's blocked. Like, a false narrative could have, like, somebody could have tried to hurt somebody's reputation in some sort of way. And this, where the fuck is this mute button at? I'm on my live right now. I called you, but you didn't answer. What's this false narrative? Oh, karmic femme. There's a karmic femme spreading a false narrative about someone being in their north node. This person's a nice guy. Boss, priest. That's what I was saying about imbalance. That's what I was saying about manifesting. By like saying something to be true about somebody else. That's what it looks like here. To manifest it. There's a false narrative that could have destroyed a home. Home sometimes is a person or a relationship. Somebody's person, somebody's home to them. Look, destruction. Ice King, false narrative, a false narrative destroyed. Maybe somebody's person, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe this person was a karmic and they ran into a soulmate that was of high honor. They were not false, but this Ice King destroyed this home or whatever due to a false narrative by a karmic feminine. Either way, I don't know which way this is going, but somebody was speaking on somebody saying something that wasn't true. They were trying to manifest something. Somebody mentally unstable. There's rest in peace transition here, so there's something coming to an end. Yeah, they were trying to steal something. They were using, you're protected of this, whatever this there was. Somebody's, that's why there's judgment here. Is the first an entity attachment is very relevant. Maybe this person has an entity attachment. There's a karmic masculine and a karmic feminine here. So at some point, yeah, somebody's ascending. Oh, that's too much. Divine feminine. Divine masculine was at the beginning of the reading, remember at the bottom? Karma. This person is receiving good karma. Karma is at play here because of something that somebody did. They still had some sort of achievement. Their pathway is open due to their ancestors. There was some sort of manipulation or bondage to somebody's money or finances or something like that. This is all coming back. This entity attachment that was used to maybe steal for this thief, this is coming back. There's protection out here, and karma is here. Rising star again. So last messages. I don't know what's up with this Ice King. Bliss, change. Yeah, somebody's in, because there's a change that has happened, and now somebody's in bliss, especially when it comes to somebody's finances. What is with this Ice King? Oh, it says trusted. And this karmic masculine. And there's a false narrative here that has to do with the karmic feminine. Oh, somebody doesn't give a fuck though. Rich guy, Ice Queen. There's a Queen of Swords that's wearing a mask, and a rich guy. And there's somebody over here who's unbothered. Could be this starseed. There's a Queen of Swords here that's wearing a mask. She's a flying monkey. And there's a rich guy. Divine masculine came out in reverse. Why did it come out in reverse? That's crazy. haven't really been taking them in reverse, but it did. Divination. Somebody could be doing divination. That one flipped in reverse. Okay. Death magic. Somebody could have been doing divination to put, ritual. To put death to something once they got the message that this person was a divine masculine or whatever this person was going towards. Abuse. Then came the abuse. This person could be in this person's family, or they have a family with them. Yeah, this rising star came about, and then this community now is concerned because this rising star is here. This Queen of Cups. I gotta go. Yeah, family is definitely an issue here. It's out here. Earth angel, child. There could be a child, and then legal. This child of this family could be an earth angel. There's legal issues. So there's definitely a legal issue here. There's imprisonment, courthouse, legal. There's a 3D issue here with an earth angel that could be either creating something or have a child or be a child of somebody. Family is here again. You have family with this person, or your family is a part of this. Now, baby daddies and baby mamas are family also, so keep that in mind. I was going to get into the tarot, but I just don't have time. Let me see. I have like 5 minutes. I hate cleaning this up like this. This is crazy work, but okay. That is going to bother me for sure. But what is the past messages? We have the Emperor. You don't know if he upright or in reverse. Damn it. Hello? What's up, puppy? I'm alright. Okay. No, I'll be back at like 3:30, 3:40. Mm-hmm. Alright. Okay, so past energy is the Emperor. We got the High Priestess on the bottom. Present. It's what? It's present energy. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving, balance, shared wealth and stuff like that. Future energy. Taking a leap of faith. Okay, what's the advice? Five of Pentacles. Financial loss, struggle. Tell me about this Emperor. Balance. Nice. Oh, somebody went got balance. Temperance. Angels. Give me one more. Yeah, Wounded Warrior. And what's that? King of Cups. Nice. He's protective and a King of Cups. This person is okay. Emperor, King of Cups is good. I like it. Present energy for Six of Pentacles. What do you mean by this? King of Swords, somebody's using their mind. I don't know. Five of Pentacles. Well, this person wants a new beginning where they're sharing. Yeah, with possibly Queen of Wands. This is sideways. Yeah, forward movement with the Two of Cups. Came out on the fence. So this isn't the present energy. It's justice was about to pop out. So this is not like death and transformation. Ace of Cups came out on the fence. The Moon. Conflict. Finding direction. So that's the present energy. And then momentum. Somebody's working through something because they want something. It's like movement, stop, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Empress. Somebody's obsessed with that Empress. Victory, though, putting that work in, and then victory, because they want it. Queen of Cups. Okay, what's the future? That's what that leap of faith about. Okay, conflict and competition, but yeah, Wounded Warrior again. The Queen of Cups. So that Wounded Warrior is that Queen of Cups, High Priestess. There she is again. Somebody wants to take a leap of faith on this person. Person is the High Priestess. It's more about this spiritual union. This could be the other aspect of it. What's that? And Four of Wands. Sudden change. There's a sudden change in the future. What's that? Star energy. What's the sudden change about? What's the Tower? Justice. King of Wands. Oh, that's a heartbreak. Oh, no, my God. Single. Nine of Wands. Painful ending. Long-term success. Future is a wish fulfillment in reverse. Moving over to calmer waters. That's friends. What's that? Heal. Somebody need to heal. I don't know whose energy this is. It's very, very ambitious. Burdens. Okay, you're releasing. So something happens. You're trying to find balance again. Wishful thinking. Awareness. Something happens. This is a lot. Wanting to come back from the past. Okay, so. Shit goes all the way left. Right here. Saw that? Future energy, leap of faith on this Wounded Warrior, High Priestess, Four of Wands, but there's a sudden change. The Star. The Star receives justice. But that is a Three of Swords for the King of Wands. This is justice. Nine of Pentacles. Abundance. That same Nine of Pentacles that came out, sexy, single, successful. One of them, either the King of Wands or the High Priestess, but that stresses somebody out. Long-term success comes to an end. Manifestation, look what comes next. Ten of Wands. Whatever your long-term success or manifesting, possibly, look, wish fulfillment in reverse. Something happens. A transformation for that star energy. Moving over to calmer waters. Something about that transfer. And then, oh, okay, lying, cheating, stealing. Third party. This could have to do with friends, social group, something. Yeah, player shit. Somebody fucks up. Unhealed. Being not healed. But still very, very ambitious. I'll tell you that much. We're releasing something. Maybe you did this. Finding balance again. That's a future energy. Wishful thinking. What are you gonna? This looks like a fucking cycle. Abandonment, and then awareness. Coming back from return. This is not the same fucking cycle we just got off of. I wouldn't even do this. Don't do it. This looks like some bullshit. This is a cycle. This motherfucker's gonna put you through that same loop. Okay? This is the same shit again. Don't get on this motherfucking ride again. This is the same shit. Don't do that shit again. This is crazy. This is the same. It's like, how many times are you gonna come into the same awareness? You're making this person is making the same mistake over and over again. I'm just letting you know. They're making the same mistake over. This is a loop. That's what I see here. But something happens. Somebody gains a blockage of money is what changes things. Somebody gets to that paper. But at the same time, this time though, so you thinking, okay, you manifesting, you improving, your status is changing. You look at Halle Berry got cheated on. Cause like, this is because of 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Delight, celebration, parties, social events, friendship, dishonesty. I see. So, I mean, high priestess. Somebody. I would say pass. No. This looks like a loop. Let's look into it again. You want to try again? Or I'm going to look at it again. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Okay, let's look at it again tomorrow. It's like a loop to me. That looks like a fucking loop to me. I would not do that. Keep that shit at bay. Play fake. Play act like you don't see it. Play act like you don't know. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, if you don't believe me, give it a try. And when you see that shit, when you going around that motherfucker, and you see that thing like the Matrix, you see like, damn, there go that red dress again. There go that red dress again. Then maybe you'll realize, damn, Lynn was right. Yes. You're stuck in a simulation. I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for your time. I call back my energy and return yours back to you in love and light. Okay? You're welcome. Bye. Thanks for the likes and the shares. I really appreciate it. 45, 45, 43, 44. Yeah, we're almost there. Thanks, Brittany. I was like really close. I was like right there. I love it. We basically hit the goal. I'm take it. Thank you so much, you too. Thank you, YouTube. 13 likes. I like it. I appreciate it. I gotta go. I'm late. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's look into this for real tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure I make some time to be on here. We're gonna see what the energy say. What it looks like to me. I looked pretty far. It looks like to me the same 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups. That shit happened a couple months ago. I just seen that. It's like a rerun. Bye. I gotta go. Bye.